production of Cinderella. Thank you. So just a couple housekeeping things. The doors in the back, in case of an emergency, please use those as exits. We're so excited to share this production with you. The cast and pro staff have been working very hard to put this up, so we hope you all enjoy it. A couple student theater announcements. Also going on this weekend is Cabaret Theater Spring Awakening, which I believe opens on Friday and runs through Sunday. Performances at 8 p.m., I believe. And then next weekend, Cabaret Theater is performing Rutgers Night Live, running through that weekend, as well as the College Avenue Players is performing Wacky Hijinks, which also runs through the weekend. So I believe that's it. So thank you so much, and enjoy the show.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a lovely little girl who smiled throughout the day. Her name was Cinderella, and there was no child more joyful in the land, until one day her mother died. So Cinderella's father took her hand. "We will plant a tree," he said. "And when you're full of doubt and fear, bring your troubled heart beneath this tree, and mother will be." Several years had come and gone since Cinderella's father died. The broken-hearted child ran to mother's tree and cried and cried. Her tears fell down upon the earth and made the tree to grow. And to this day, when she is sad, both tree and mother know. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be.
Come along, girls! Well, Grace, the butcher was certainly only chatty with you today.
Yeah, 'cause he was selling pork, and I love pork.
Pork isn't all he was pitching. The butcher's wife never goes hungry.
Yeah, and I'd rather starve.
That'll be the day. Ooh, look at that hat. I simply must try it on. Where is that girl? How long does it take to wrap a salmon? Cinderella! Stay here while we continue our shopping.
Yes, stepmother.
Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life?
Who are you calling slow?
Not you, stupid, huh?
Hey! Who are you calling stupid?
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
I saw it first! Did not! Did so! Not so! Not so much squabbling, girls! Remember, restraint above all else. So, Joy, Master Boxhorn certainly gave you the hairy eyeball.
He's too short.
What he lacks in height, he makes up for in cash.
But you always said no girls should marry for money.
No, I said for money only. Anyway, that was when you were younger, dear.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere.
Is waiting somewhere.
Waiting
somewhere for me.
Somewhere for me. Waiting somewhere.
Excuse me, miss. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. Please, forgive me.
I do.
Wait, what's your name?
What's yours?
Ooh, don't you think names are a little overrated? I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
Gangway, coming through, royal business.
Lionel, yikes!
Look lively, move it or lose it. Hear ye, a royal proclamation, hear ye all. This will be of special interest to ye. The prince is giving a ball.
What?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Herman, Gregory James. He's giving a ball.
He's giving a ball, he's giving a ball, he's giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those.
Oh, well, surprise running into you here.
You're not gonna tell my mom, are you?
Oh, you know I got your back, Your Highness. Here, read it and wait.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend. For the prince? Lionel, what's this all about?
Oh, do I look like a social director?
Of course, I should have known. This has my mother in all over it.
The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a
The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermitude, Guinevere Maisie, Marguerite Anne is giving a ball.
Stuart, what news does he bring?
They spread the news from far and wide.
Prince is giving a ball.
They say he wants to find a
I
bride.
may find one at the ball. If only he'd propose to me. Why shouldn't he propose to me? Just leave the hair and clothes to me.
The prince is giving a ball.
Now, if you please, Her Majesties, request your finest silk
My best brocade in every shade.
and lace as white as milk.
I'll wear a gown of satin jade.
And me, I'm in a pink brocade.
And me, I'm in the 7th grade.
Well, surely I'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
Marbleized steaks are accolade.
And Bill, you raise the braise. Limburger cheese and gourmandise.
Cheddar Gruyere and blue.
Chunks of Swiss and barrels, please. Make sure that it's only 2. Puddings and pies and rum souffle, succulent chocolate rounds
Cream puffs you can chew away.
to gain some royal pounds.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Wow! This is exciting! Very fortune! One lucky girl will have the prince all to himself! And guess what? Gabrielle, you married the Jones! Dead! Oh my goodness! Whoa, why don't we have a little dance now, shall we? Yes! Whoa!
Look at him go.
Yeah! Whoa! Hey! Let's do a little couples dance! Couples dance! Let's do some couples, yeah! Whoa! Check this out. Hey, 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 hey,
His Royal Highness
200 orchids, 400 poppies, 600 roses, 800 lilies,
Christopher Rupert,
1,000 oranges, 2,000 plums,
Windermere, Vladimir, Alexander,
raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, gooseberry,
Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman,
son of Her Majesty, Queen Upside Down, Cake, Chocolate and Cheddar, and Charlotte and Maisie, son of His Caviar, King Maximilian, Godfrey, Leopold, Leopold, Cinder,
Sydney,
Brick John is giving a ball.
Inside the royal hall, the prince is giving a ball.
Come on, come on.
He's giving a ball, he's giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Oh, well, that was splendid. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, let's go, shall we? Oh, here you are. Oh, let's take this thing off.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. It's breaking news from far and wide. The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella! You let the fire go out. It's cold enough to hang meat in here.
Well, close the door. Cinderella, duh!
Now you listen and you listen good. We have exactly 1 week until the ball, and I do not intend to waste this opportunity. You two will be the loveliest, most vivacious, well-spoken maidens in the land. If it's the last thing I do, am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine the prince asking for my daughter's hand in marriage.
Which daughter is that gonna be, I wonder? I'm younger and more appealing. Well, the oldest marries first. That's an old wives' tale. Why do you think there's so many old wives running around?
Girls, don't start.
Mother, Cinderella simply refuses to close that door.
But hold your tongue and do as you're told. Now, once and for all, close that door.
Let me tell y'all something. I've never seen a lazier girl in my life. Who are you calling lazy?
You want a piece of me?
Girls, enough already. Sit, my darlings. We need to have a talk. Not you. I want to talk to my real daughters. Tend the fire and serve us tea.
Yes, stepmother.
I sure would love some cookies right now. Like I don't. Cookies, Cinderella!
Coming right up.
Girls, I cannot stress enough how imperative it is you make the proper impression upon the prince. You know, I won't be around forever to care for you.
Why not? Yeah, where are you going?
What I mean to say is that I don't intend to spend the rest of my life slaving away in this house. Cinderella, the tea! I have devoted my entire life to your well-being. Is it too much to ask that I should spend my golden years at a cottage by the sea?
And leave us here? Alone?
Not alone! With husbands! It takes a certain amount of income to maintain our lifestyle. The funds your stepfather left won't last forever, and money doesn't grow on trees.
I know that. It comes from the bank.
And how do you suppose it gets to the bank?
The banker goes and gets it from... well, wherever it does grow, but not on trees.
Money doesn't grow anywhere. It's inherited, which is why I am determined to see it through that you both marry within the year. So either you make the proper impression upon the prince, or it's back to the butcher and Master Boxhorn. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine me, the mother of a princess. Come along, girls. Enough excitement for one day. Let's have our beauty sleep, because Lord knows you could use it.
Here you are, fresh-baked cookies.
Not now, Cinderella. We're going to nap. Have dinner ready for us when we wake. Smoke the salmon!
Bake the bread. Poach the pears.
And Cinderella, close that door! Alone at last. It's all right. You can come out now. Shh, quiet. They're resting. Charles, will you be joining us? I have a surprise. Oh, and enough for you too, yes. Cookies, if you please. Go on now, share. There's enough for everyone. So, how was your day? Same old, huh? Yeah, me too. Cinderella, the tea! Cinderella, the packages! Cinderella, the door! How can 3 grown women be so helpless? Well, I guess that's what I get for letting them walk all over me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. No offense. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for. Love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing along the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I need a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, you want me to read it? Okay. Every eligible young maiden is hereby commanded for introduction to the prince. Every eligible young maiden. Oh, that's me. I'm going to the ball. I am standing by His Highness of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. But wait! I don't have anything to wear. What are you? Of course! Oh, the dress Mother wore the night she met Father. He said she was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. Oh, it's wonderful. I'll have to take the hem up a bit. Maybe a blue sash. Oh, it's perfect. La 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 la. Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
A fine father you are. You never worry about him.
What's wrong with him?
He isn't happy.
Of course he is.
Well, if he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married? Well, it's no use trying to get this buttoned. It'll just have to do as is.
Don't be ridiculous. You look like 5 pounds of flour in a 2-pound sack. The royal tailor will just have to make you a new suit, darling.
The suit is in perfect shape.
Nobody's questioning the shape the suit is in.
What is the meaning of this?
Doesn't anybody in this house knock?
Darling, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking. I was listening.
And where have you been in that costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about this ball I'm supposedly giving?
Oh, darn, you found out. It was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Well, surprise!
It's 3 months until my birthday. And since when does a birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
What? Let me see. That can't be right. Simply can't be right. Well, you know those royal printers, darling. They never get anything right.
Mom, I want this ball called off immediately.
But, darling, it's impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
That was
Well, you can just count me out.
Your Highness. Look, Chris. We don't want to pressure you, but you do have certain obligations.
Okay. What your father is trying to say so eloquently, might I add, is that it's time for you to take a bride and produce an heir. After all, someday soon this kingdom will be yours.
Not that soon.
Okay. I long to hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the marble again.
All I'm asking is to find a bride for myself.
Okay.
In my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to fall in love before I get married. Like you did.
That's what we want for you too, son.
That's right. That's what we want for you too, honey. Okay, well, now that all that's settled, I have a short guest list for your approval. Here you go.
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Darling! Family and close friends only. Terribly intimate.
Your Majesties, Your Highness. If you please, I couldn't help but over here. I probably shouldn't interfere, but
Probably.
but perhaps we could come to a royal compromise.
A compromise?
And what do you think this is? A democracy?
Okay, that's
It's not.
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Well, let's say you suck it up and go along with the ball.
Well, I'm loving this idea so far.
And if you find the girl of your dreams, great. But if he doesn't find the girl at the ball,
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. But if I don't meet the right girl at the ball, you'll let me fall in love in my own time, no matter how long it takes.
But darling.
And with no interference. Dad?
well, it does have a certain logic to it.
Fine. That's the way you want it. That's the way it shall be.
Thank you, both.
And Chris, there's only one way to find the girl of your dreams.
What's that?
Dumb luck. Let's just hope it runs in the family.
Love you guys.
Don't worry, Your Majesties. You'll find the right girl at the ball. I can just feel it in my bones.
Oh, you'll feel it in your bones if he doesn't.
I hear that.
Max, suppose he doesn't find the girl of his dreams at the ball. What then?
Then he'll find her somewhere else. Isn't that how it always happens? Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
They walk on every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessing from the blue. They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do. Bravely marching forward 2 by 2. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
Tell me, why did you disappear again after I specifically told you not to go?
I had a remarkable day. No one treated me like a prince. I was just a normal person.
You know what? Normal people, they're not all they're cracked up to be. I'm a normal person. Doesn't that tell you anything? They're all out wishing they could be you.
Because they don't know what it's really like.
You're rich. You live in a gorgeous palace. You got every woman in the kingdom practically throwing themselves at you. Is there something I'm not getting?
I have no life of my own. Everything gets decided for me. You should know that better than anyone. Always hanging over me like a cloud, everywhere I go, everything I do. I mean, seriously, get a life.
I got a life. And it's you. I am your royal steward, after all, and this disappearing act has got to stop. It's too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not you, me. I can't keep lying to your mother about where you are. They got laws against that. Now, when you're good and ready, we'll get into something a little less comfortable.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The
kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
waiting somewhere.
Is waiting somewhere.
Waiting somewhere.
My girls will be the envy of everyone at the ball.
Do you really think so? Mother? She said so, didn't she?
Why, our family has always been known for its fascinating women. I may have married a prince myself if I had the advantages you girls had. Someone to sacrifice themselves for me and... Well, Grace, what will you say when you meet the prince?
Yeah, okay. Well, you said to show him there's more to me than mere beauty. So, I'm gonna recite a poem. Yeah.
Poetry? Boring.
If not,
So much bickering, girls! So little time. For heaven's sake, Grace, stop scratching yourself.
You know I can't help it. You know I get itchy when I'm nervous.
Joy, how will you make the proper impression upon the prince?
I've been cultivating my naturally infectious laughter. As if. The prince's every witty remark will be met with peals of delighted laughter.
Joy, whatever you do, do not snort at the prince. Remember, girls, the clever bride hides her flaws
Until after the wedding.
Good. So, what do you think? Think about what, Cinderella? My dress. For the ball? The ball? You? What's so funny? Every eligible girl is commanded to attend.
I'll do the commanding around here. So tell me, Lady Cinderella, what will you say to capture the prince?
I won't try to capture him. I'll talk to him, get to know him.
Fascinating. Take my advice, Cinderella, which I give with my whole heart. Know your place and be satisfied with it. And your place is here.
You were gonna go to the royal palace in that funky old thing? Now that's funny!
Now, girls, there's no need to be mean. I think your dress is sweet, Cinderella. It becomes you. It's just cheap cloth, Cinderella. Like what you're cut from.
This was my mother's dress, and it's beautiful.
Your mother was common, and so is that dress. And so are you.
If my father were alive,
But he's not. Is he?
I have as much right to go to the ball as they do.
Right? You have a right? When your father died, everyone said, throw her to the streets. After all, she's not your daughter. But no, I kept you all these years, sacrificed for you at the expense of my own daughters, and this is the thanks that I get?
I've never seen an ungrateful child in my life. Who are you calling ungrateful? Sister, you are getting on my last good nerve.
Now, girls, I don't want you getting upset. Be a swan, Grace, be a swan. Shoulders back, Joy, and try to live up to your name. The carriage is here. This is our big chance, girls. Don't fail me now. Remember, restraint
Above all else.
Good. Cinderella, the door. To the palace and make it snappy.
I am standing by His Highness of all places, and we
Oh, Mother, I don't know what to do. I try so hard to win their affection, but nothing I do is right. Why do they hate me so much? What's wrong with me? Oh, I wish to go to the ball, I do. I wish it with all my heart. Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother, honey.
You?
Do you have a problem with that?
No. It's just that I thought.
Let me guess. A tutu and a magic wand?
Well, yeah.
Been there, done that. Different version.
Well, then, can I ask you something?
Within reason.
Why have you come? Is it because you heard my wish?
Wishes. Fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly-fuddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
You don't really believe that, do you? That all wishes are poppycock?
Well, why shouldn't I?
Because when I dreamed of having a fairy godmother.
Dreams! Fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So my wishes are poppycock, and I'm crazy for dreaming.
Yeah.
With a fairy godmother like that, who needs a stepmother?
You know what her problem is? She can't handle how fabulous you are.
Me? Fabulous?
Those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you, and they all know it. Jealousy. That's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I've got.
Oh, believe me, honey, when your daddy remarried, this is not what he had in mind for you.
You talk as if you knew him.
I did know him.
And my mother?
Very well.
Was she, my mother, I mean, was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so. But your mother never put much stock in beauty. The way you look isn't something you could really take credit or blame for, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
Well, so does she, honey.
I've wished so hard.
Wishes again! Look, it's true that everything starts with a wish, but it is what you do with that wish that counts.
So, my wish to go to the ball?
Fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee! I mean, how would you get there? I suppose that abnormally large pumpkin is going to magically transform into a golden carrot.
Well, no.
And that those little mice are going to become horses to pull your magic carriage.
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dubs keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible.
Impossible?
Impossible.
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 Impossible. Impossible. But wait. If impossible things are happening every day, then Why not my impossible wish? Oh, I wish to go to that ball tonight more than anything in the world. I wish it for every girl who ever wished she could go to a ball and was told that she couldn't. I wish all the kind hearts would put their heads together and...
All the kind hearts would put their heads together.
Oh, you know what I mean. I just want every good soul to hear my wish and know that I'm willing to do anything I can to make it come true.
Oh, okay. Let's calm down. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible.
Why not?
For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage, and 4 white mice will never return to horses. Such folly-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible.
For the world is full of zanies and fools.
Impossible.
Who don't believe in sensible rules.
Impossible.
And won't believe what sensible people
Folly-roll and
say.
fiddle-dee-dee.
And if all these daft and doodite dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every... You know what? If I wanted to go to that ball tonight badly enough, I could.
You know what? You're right.
You know there's bound to be carriages going by. I could catch a ride with one of them.
Of course you can.
And I can fix that dress in no time flat. Thank you.
Cinderella, wait!
Yes?
Now that you're ready to take responsibility for your own destiny.
What are you doing?
Trust the process.
Cool. Is that for me?
Yes. Okay. Now we need our horses. Oh. Charles. Oh. Now, about that dress.
It's possible! Yes! For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage, it's possible. For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage, and 4 white mice can easily turn to horses. Such fun, of horses! Quite possible.
To the palace, Charles!
For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and do-it-I don't keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
They're happening every day. Impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Well, have a lovely night.
But wait, you're not coming in?
Honey, I've done so many of these do's I couldn't do another do. But if you insist.
But I'm afraid.
Of what?
Of not fitting in, you know, with the other girls.
I was never big on fitting in. I always preferred to stand out.
But nothing in my life has prepared me for a night like this.
And yet, everything in your life has led you to this moment. Look around you, Cinderella. Your wish has been granted. Now get in there and do something with it.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, Cinderella, one more thing extremely important. You must leave the palace before the clock strikes 12.
Before midnight? But all the girls are staying out late tonight.
Not you.
But
No more buts. Just make certain you leave before midnight. Okay.
okay,
All right, have
I
fun.
will.
Text me when you get there. Oh, and Cinderella, one more thing. You're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was.
Impossible. Things are happening every day.
Oh, I know it's happening.
Have you ever seen so many lovely young ladies?
Looks like Chris is having a worse time than I am.
Darling, he's going to find the girl of his dreams tonight.
And if he doesn't?
Then it's going to be a very long night.
Pardon me, our stewardship, but I'm sure you've noticed my beautiful daughter.
Please, madame, His Highness will dance with all young ladies in due course.
Naturally, every woman is eager that her daughter should dance with the prince, but what I want to know is who gets to dance with the steward?
Stewards don't dance.
Don't be coy. There's a certain look in your eye that
Please,
says...
don't touch.
Let's not pretend, Lionel. I know there's something special between us.
I wish there was something between us. A continent.
Lionel, come on.
Have I missed something? What's so funny?
Your Highness is so witty!
How would you know? I haven't said anything yet.
So tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a prince, she becomes a princess?
Yeah.
Which would make her mother a royal!
Pain in the neck. Thank you. Oh.
Hi there.
Good evening.
Ships that pass in the night speak to each other and pass in an ocean of life.
Excuse me?
What, that's poetry? You don't like it?
Do you have a rash?
No. Why do you ask that?
Because you're scratching yourself.
Ships that pass in the night. That's like you and me.
Is it? Yeah.
Ships, water. That's like.
Thank you, miss, for the distinct pleasure of your company.
That's enough.
How much more of this are you going to put me through?
Why, darling, if it isn't the shank of the evening.
So, ready for the next round?
I suppose so. The sooner I can get through them, the sooner I can get out of here.
That's the spirit.
I wake in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love appear to me? Will my love appear? May I have the pleasure of this dance?
I'd be delighted, Your Highness.
Well, things are looking up.
Lionel, who was that enchanting young woman?
Beats me. No one seems to know her, but she sure looks fine.
Shall we join them, Your Majesty?
I'd be honored, Your Majesty.
Forgive me, but haven't we met before?
I don't think so.
You're certain?
I think I'd remember meeting a prince.
Yeah, I guess so. Have you ever met someone who felt as you know them forever?
Not until tonight.
10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I?
Dad! Mom!
Darling, who is that enchanting young woman?
That's what I was trying to find out when we were so rudely interrupted.
But of course, I couldn't have interrupted you. You told me yourself you wouldn't find the girl of your dreams at the ball.
Well, maybe I was wrong.
More importantly.
Okay, I admit it. You were right. I found her. She's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
I don't believe we've seen you here before. Do we know your parents?
I don't think so.
Well, then you must introduce us.
Oh, my father, well, and my mother, well, she's, may you excuse me for a moment, Your Majesty?
Of course, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Charmed, Your Highness. Excuse me. I couldn't help but noticing that divine girl you were dancing with.
That's my mother.
Not her. I mean the girl who's leaving.
Leaving? You're not leaving so soon.
Well,
Look, I don't know what my dad said to you, but...
No, he was wonderful.
Then please, stay for just one more dance. Look, I know we haven't known each other very long, but how do you think it's going?
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, he's the light of the stars in my eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and he's taking me back to the skies.
In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I ask you something?
Within reason.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, it's kind of a long story. You see, my family didn't really want me to come. In fact, they don't even know that I'm here.
I'm glad you're here. The truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
How could a prince not come to his own ball?
Don't you think it's all a little medieval? I guess it's no secret that my folks are anxious to marry me off. You know, being heir to the throne and all. But this whole thing makes me feel like some kind of a prize bull or something.
Every eligible young maiden vying to be your devoted servant forever and forever.
Servants I've got. What I need is someone I can really talk to.
It's beautiful out here.
Yes, it is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Not like the girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet that many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really? Every day, same old, same old?
Having no life of your own.
The same silly arguments.
Until you just want to run away and never come back.
It seems like we have a lot in common.
Oh, I don't think so. Besides, you hardly even know me.
But I'd like to know you. And I want you to know me. Look, I know we just met and it's crazy and everything, but would you like to see the rest of the gardens?
I'd love to.
Look at her. Only a glance. Did you hear what they were saying?
Only a word or two.
She must be a princess or something.
His Highness sure seemed to go for her.
Well, that man has no taste. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can the fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me?
She's a frothy little bubble with a frilly sort of air, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm.
Oh, why want a girl like her, so obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin is so delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no longer than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fella going crazy? Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? She's a frothy little bubble with a frilly sort of air. And with every little trouble, I could pull out all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
So even when it's just the three of us, we eat every meal at the table that seats 42 people. It's insane.
Well, you certainly lead an interesting life.
It's become a lot more interesting tonight. Isn't it strange how things happen? A girl I've never seen before comes down a flight of stairs, and suddenly, nothing will ever be the same.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels?
You know, someone to watch over you, kind of helping things along. You know, maybe someone from a long time ago who you thought went away but never really left at all. Do you believe in such things?
Does that explain why you're the most entrancing sight I'll ever see? Why your voice is the sweetest sound I'll ever hear? Does it explain why I think I'm falling in love with you? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem? I guess it's no secret when you tell someone you love them and they don't say anything.
I'm afraid that if I speak, I might wake up.
Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you?
Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? Or are you really as wonderful as you? No.
Wait, please, don't go.
What happened, Chris?
What did you say to her, darling?
I don't know. We were in the gardens and
What the?
an evening slipper made of glass. She must have lost it when she ran out. I've got to find her.
Well, what's her name?
I don't know.
What's her name? Sorry.
I don't know.
Well, you certainly got to know her very well, darling.
I feel like I knew her the moment we met.
You don't know anything about her.
I know that she's different than any other girl in the world. All my life, I've been searching for something. I didn't know what exactly, but I found it tonight. In her.
How can you be so sure?
Do I love her because she's beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want her because she's wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
I can't lose her. Not now.
Well, it's all right, son. She's out there somewhere.
Lionel, we're going to search for the foot that fits this slipper. We'll try it on every girl in the kingdom if we have to.
Who dances in glass shoes? Ouch!
We'll leave it done. Have this old master prepare the coach.
Consider it done, Your Highness. And by the way, am I the only one to notice that orange pumpkin back there?
Oh, okay, do take it to the pantry, Lionel, before somebody trips over it.
A glass shoe and a pumpkin. What a night.
Chris. Damn it. We'll find. I knew it. We'll find her. Just give me a second sometimes.
Am I making believe I see in her a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want to because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
And when the king led the orchestra with a loaf of bread, well, laugh, I thought I'd die.
Word up, Mummy. Best night of my life.
Your life?
Did you get to dance with the prince?
Yeah, I danced with him for like an hour or so.
An hour?
Yeah, didn't you?
Of course I did. If you did.
I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised if the prince asked for one of my daughter's hands in marriage.
Sounds almost too good to be true. Did you know everyone?
Anyone who's anyone.
Well, except for that princess something or other who came late and then left early.
A princess? Did she dance with the prince?
I didn't notice.
Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions?
Really? I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand what it must have been like. When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond
diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say.
She talks as if she knows. I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you step into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by your highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance. He is tall and straight as a lance, and his hair is dark and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance.
He can turn a girl to gravy. And when he walks, he whirls you around so your feet never touch the floor. And you can feel his hot breath on your neck.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night. A lovely night.
A finer night you know you'll never see.
You meet your prince, a charming prince,
As charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, and on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. La 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 la. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Lovely night.
Nonsense! Rubbish and drivel!
Yes?
It was nothing like that, and you two are hanging on her every word. Enough, it's late. Go to your rooms. And as for you, princess, your father spoiled you rotten with empty dreams and impossible wishes that'll never come true. You're a fool, Cinderella, and I do not suffer fools gladly.
The stars in a hazy heaven trembling above me danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through. Away I flew, but on my lips I kept a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this pharmacist?
Too flighty.
Lord Greenfield, the grocer.
Too geeky.
Master Hedgerow, the horticulturist.
Too hairy.
Girls, perhaps you are being too particular. After all, I'm already up to the eyes.
Well, you want us to be happy, don't you?
Of course I do. Like any mother, I want you to have the things I never had. Who could that be at this late hour and unannounced? It's the royal steward.
There's no way he can't see me like this! There's my boa! My vest! Cinderella, where's my vest? Cinderella, my jacket! Why is this man here?
Come to call on me, you dope! He's obviously sick.
Ah! Cinderella, get those buckets out of here! Cinderella, this isn't my jacket!
It's inside out.
Oh! I think I broke my toe! You! I almost broke my arm getting this jacket on!
Take this to the kitchen and stay there until my guest has gone and I have come for you. Am I understood? Yes, stepmother. Good. All right, girls. A lesson on how to greet a suitor. Watch and learn. Oh, what a pleasant surprise! I knew there was something special between us.
Have we met?
You were obviously intrigued by our little tete-a-tete at the ball.
Please, madame, some restraint.
Restraint above all else!
Presenting His Highness Prince Christopher.
Ladies, I'm in search of the maiden whose foot fits the slipper.
She lost it at the ball.
Really? I was just saying to my daughter Joy, just this very morning, I was saying, whatever could have happened to that other shoe was an idea. I was saying just this very morning, I was saying, wherever could you have lost it was an idea.
Ouch! That's my shoe! I'd know this shoe anywhere!
Sweetheart, Joy, the shoe is made of glass.
What's that?
Glass? It does not stretch. No.
Well, that's my shoe, sister. You know that. Give me that. Here, your Royal Highness. Let me show you. It's like a glove. Well, it fit me at the wall. You see, I had a little accident before you came here. I kicked the bucket on my toe, swollen up. You perhaps don't have the other shoe with you.
Are there any other women in this house?
Why, yes. There is one other. Move it.
I meant to say younger women.
How much younger?
Younger than you.
Please, I'm begging. Take one of my daughters. Joy has such charm and elocution.
Peter Piper picked his pepper.
She's really much smarter than she looks. And Grace, she's as strong as an ox and cultured. Well, she can recite the wreck of Hesperus in like 3 languages.
4, if you count Pig Latin.
Oh, look, lady, it's been a long night. Now I'll say again, are there any other young women in this house?
No, there are no other young women here. I'm here.
What?
I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
A scullery maid. A servant girl. A chimney sweep.
Well, you certainly sound like a girl of many talents. What say we try it on?
Wait a minute. Didn't I bump into you in the village about a week ago?
Oh, that's right. You helped me with my packages.
Yeah. That was right after I knocked him out of your arms.
You said that everybody deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
You never did tell me your name.
It's Cinderella.
What a beautiful name. May I, Cinderella?
Oh, this can't be happening.
I have found her.
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream?
I have
Now you're living, you know why. Now there's nothing you won't try. Move a mountain, light the sky, make your wish come true. There is music in you.
Oh, there is music
now.
Cinderella.